Hello everyone, it's JRose in the building. Thanks for pulling up to today's episode of the JRose Experience. Today's guests lack nothing in energy, let me tell you. I sat with Amadi Jae and Miss Carter the Poet, two phenomenal women killing it in the creative scene in ATL. They shared some great ways on how to make money as a creative. And we also had some fun with memes during the Off the Top segment where we play a randomly selected game. So sit tight because we're about to put you on and put your pockets on too. So stay tuned. Keep growing. Welcome to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose. I'm super hyped about today's guest. She's like a little bubble of energy. She's a singer, songwriter, vocal coach, entrepreneur. She's doing big things out here in Atlanta and actually all over the country. So please give a warm welcome to Amadi Jae.
Hey girl.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me, JRose.
Yes, I'm so glad I got you. I squeezed you in. It was like so last minute, but I'm so happy that I was able to get you on here. So we were talking, off camera, but now it's time to like give you guys the scoop on what this wonderful lady is doing. You mentioned that you didn't grow up in Atlanta. You actually were born in Westchester, shout out New York.
Hey.
But you actually grew up in Africa.
Yes.
Please tell me about that.
I mean, I grew up in Accra, Ghana, Tisano area, for those that, if you in Ghana and you watching, so you know I'm for real about mine, okay? And I went to GIS, Ghana International School there. And my father, he just moved us over there. He was like, look, it was his dream to live and move to Africa.
Was he from Africa?
No. It just was something he wanted to do. And he was like, he got the opportunity, the door opened, and he was like, we leaving. So that's really what that was. So at 8 years old.
8 years old. So what was that like transition like? Was it like culture shock when you went over to Africa as an 8-year-old?
A little bit, but it was a good culture shock.
Yeah.
Because, on the ride, I remember my dad picking me up because he went over there and set up shop.
Yeah,
and then when he picked us up at the airport, he was like giving me the speech because like the culture is different over there.
Obviously, yeah.
And so, our house, our house went pretty much, I was pretty much like Fresh Prince moving into the Bel Air pretty much.
Really?
And it was like, this is what's going on. There's going to be people at the house. There's going to be people, they're part of the family, treat them with respect, stuff like that. So yeah, it was a good culture shock because I was literally like Will Smith, like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just put my feet up.
Nice.
But it was great there. So such a beautiful, rich culture there.
Yeah.
And loving people, very loyal. Like once you're a friend, you're always a friend. I'm still friends with people that I grew up with there till this day. They're like my family. I call them aunties, uncles, cousins, even if we're not blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very rich culture over there. And it's a great experience.
Was there anything you feel that you experienced or learned out there that you would have never gotten to learn that lesson out here in the States?
Oh, you ain't trying to get me in trouble.
I'm curious. I'm a curious person.
I mean, I'll say this, just like the discipline. The discipline over there. I think that's why I'm such a hard worker now. Yeah. It's just, you're very disciplined. Like when a teacher walked in the room, we all had to stand up.
Oh, really?
In unison.
That's
like,
respect.
Good morning, sir. How are you? Until they told us we could sit down, we couldn't do certain things, just respect, like even the way they treat their elders over there. It's like they treat them like royalty. When we brought my grandma over there for a little bit, it was just amazing. And then just the resilience, I remember we survived one of the deadliest floods that they had over there back in the 90s. giving my age, but back in the 90s, and I remember us waking up in the middle of the night and like, you know, Mr. Ernest running into my room talking about don't put your feet on the floor. It was like really crazy. A lot of people died that night, but thank goodness we, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God, that's so scary as a kid.
Child.
So when you came back out here to the States, what was the mission? Was it just like you're moving back, or did you have like a professional or educational goal?
Well, my moving back was a movie within itself because I was here visiting my aunt. I was still, I think I was 12 or 13. I don't remember, but I was visiting my aunt, and then when they were taking me, my sister was driving me. She was in college, so she was driving me to the airport to go back to Africa. And my parents got on the phone and told her not to put me on the plane. So it was a very abrupt breakup. I was without my parents for like half a year. My aunt became my legal guardian. It was just a bunch. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I actually was. It was an abrupt. Like, yo, don't put her on the plane. She's gonna stay.
Really?
It was.
Oh.
I told you I need to write a book. Child.
Yes, I would have been heartbroken if that was like home now.
Yeah.
So where did this passion for music and writing come from?
I honestly attribute all that to that craziness that happened that period, because it's like I had to find an outlet to like get over, you know, being broken apart from my family like that. Like,
did you always know that you could sing, or did you learn that as a teenager?
Child, no. Because I have a really, you know, I talk like this, you know, so like, you know, just listening, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, you're like a little peep squeak.
Right, like, sure. But the songs started coming, and I really honestly didn't sing to like actually sing. It was really just to express the songs. You know what I mean? Because they would come a cappella to me. I never like just would write. And
you would write it out.
I would just sing it in my tape recorder.
Oh wow!
And so I needed to sing to get the idea.
Yeah.
You know? But I never thought I was trying to sing. I was just like, I want to be a songwriter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now you're a vocal coach.
I know, it's the craziest thing. It makes no sense to me.
You have this vocal aerobics. You have a new vocal. What was it that you were breaking it down to me? Where you're like a Bill Nye the Science Guy meets vocal coach.
Right, yeah. So like for 4 years we had the vocal aerobics, you know, time will tell if that comes back. But yeah, I'm going on a new adventure.
Yes. Vocal adventures, right? I remembered.
Yes. Vocal adventures. Yeah. It's something new that literally honestly was just born a few weeks ago, to be honest.
New shit.
I was like, oh wait, that would be fun. I'm not a straight shooter. You know what I mean? I like to do stuff in different ways. And just experiment. Do stuff in fun.
So you're gonna do vocal experiments.
Yes, experiments.
That sounds interesting.
That answer questions. So every episode is gonna be a question, and then we will do the experiments to get to the answer.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It's gonna be fun. I bullied my students into participating.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you're a great instructor, I'm sure they were more than happy to do it for you.
Oh yeah, they know I'm crazy. So they already know it's about to be a good time.
Well, I got a fun question, a weird question, and I'm sure you'll love it because you're just like so quirky.
Okay.
What is your favorite pair of shoes to wear when you're performing? Because I'm a big shoe girl. So what do you like to wear when you're out there singing?
Well, my mother always taught me that when you perform, you're supposed to be a statue.
Ooh.
You're supposed to be up there on a platform. So I love to wear stilettos.
Ooh.
Believe it or not,
Well, you're kind of short, so like stilettos will help anytime, right?
You know what I'm saying? So like I like to wear those pumps, you know, even the platforms, you feel me?
Yes.
I feel weird when I'm in flats. And not knocking anybody who wears the sneakers, and I'm trying to get fly like that.
Yeah, but you like the heels.
For me, I like to look, I like to have that esque. You know what I'm saying?
That statuesque.
But also too, if I can get like Mary in the boots, you feel me? I like that too. So it's like a mix in between. You know what I'm saying? So.
I was wondering, I don't know why I just thought of this. It just popped in my head. But like when you were in Africa, did you have to learn another language, or was there English speaking?
Beautifully enough, it is English speaking. They do have other languages like Shui and things like that, which my father knows a little bit. I was taught a few words. Like,
I feel like you still have like a southern accent though. Like
but I've been in Atlanta for a while. Yeah, like since I graduated college, so
okay,
I had that.
That was like last year. Stop playing.
Okay. She wants to believe that. But yeah, yeah.
Well, I know you prepared a song for us today.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing it with us
right now?
In a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get ready. We'll be right back with a performance with Amadi Jae. Please.
I want some nutrition, some food for my soul. Feed me till I just can't take no more. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I want some nutrition, some food for my soul. Feed me till I just can't take no more. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. Hey, just give it to me. Yeah. I give it to me. Yeah. I give it to me. I give it to me, yeah. I give it to me, yeah. I give it to me, yeah. Feed my soul, feed my soul, feed my soul. Woo! I give it to me, feed my soul, feed my soul, feed my soul. I give it to me, yeah. 'Cause I love music. I wanna feel the rhythm of me, music. I wanna taste sweet melodies, music. To seep down in my soul till the point that I can't take no more. I want some nutrition, some food for my soul. Baby, till I just can't take no more. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I want some nutrition, some food for my soul. Baby, till I just can't take no more. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. I'm needing that. Hey, just give it to me. Yeah. I give it to me. Yeah. I give it to me. I give it to me, yeah. I give it to me, yeah. Music is what I need my therapy.
Whether it's tax season, the holidays, or whatever falls in between, you want to make sure that you're being smart with your money. So go visit my girl, Queen Candace, at the Queen Blueprint to learn how to gain your financial freedom. You could get a personalized debt payoff plan, a full financial overview, and learn to repair your relationship with money. Smarter money moves are waiting for you at www.thequeenblueprint.com or call 877-387-BLUE. Use code JRose20 for 20% off of all our financial services. Welcome back to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose, and of course you know that because you've been tuning in. I'm here with my next guest. She's an amazing poet, soon-to-be author, entrepreneur, hustler. She's just everything under the sun and super dope, and I'm super excited to introduce her to you guys. Please give a warm welcome to our friend, Miss Carter the Poet. Hey!
Yo, what's going on? It is such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. I've been like admiring you and watching you on IG for the last few months. I discovered your page during quarantine, like many of us did, and I was just like, this girl is like phenomenal. The energy, you're just powerful, and like, how could I not have you on the show? So we were talking before, and you spilled a little tea and let me know that you are publishing your first book.
Yes. I'm so excited. Not gonna reveal too much because there's another surprise along with that. But it's gonna be titled Candidly Speaking. It is my very first book. It's gonna be a book of poems. It's gonna be, listen, it's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be pretty. You know, I can't help it. You know, a lot of people tell me I'm blatantly honest, and in this book, it's just what the title says. I'm candidly speaking. So look out for that. It's coming.
Now, what was that whole process like? getting published? Because I'm sure you had it all mapped out. And it didn't always play out that way.
Really, it was just up to me. You know what I mean? Like, it was very easy. It was very simple. Self-publishing, like, a lot of people will try to charge you this whole gigantic amount of money when it really doesn't take all of that. I went through Kindle Direct, which is KDP, and it was a very simple process. It's just that the time that I was willing to put into it, you know what I mean? Just being consistent and like, okay, I'm going to get this book done today, because, you know, there was a time where I went months and I didn't work on my book at all. But once you get that mindset to where you're like, okay, this is what I want to do, I'm going to get it done, then you sit down and you do it.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't a hard process at all. It's just me, I really would say the only person who held myself back just by procrastinating and shit and not doing, you know, but very simple process.
How do you snap out of that, like, procrastination mode? Because I definitely get into that sometimes.
You just got to get tired of your own bullshit. You just got to get tired of yourself, and you got to be like, okay, listen. You got to do self-talk. You got to write things down. That helps a lot. When you write things down, like if every day you can make a to-do list and say,
like a checklist?
Yes. And you go back and you look at that list and you see the last 5 days you ain't did shit on this list. Then you're like, okay, let me get it together now.
Yes.
You know? So that helps me a lot. It does.
Ooh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Have you ever created like a vision board? Because you seem like the type to do that.
No.
Oh, no?
It's in my head. It's all in my head.
It's all in your head.
And that's why, like, you know, things get so cluttered for me, because I work on so many different things. You know, and I try to do so many, and I don't just focus on one thing, because I feel like if I'm not doing something, I'm wasting time. I'm not making progress. You know, so my mind is always rambling. I'm always coming up with different ideas.
Yes, which you have a lot of ideas. And which leads me to ask you about, you know, your, like, I don't know how else to call it, but like your virtual career. Like, it's popping.
Man, I don't know.
What shows you got? Because you have multiple platforms.
Well, I do Feature Fridays. Every single Friday I bring on an artist, and it's not just poetry. You know, I bring on singers and rappers or comedians, just people that I've had an eye on, and I bring them on the show. I interview them, and I let them perform, and I actually pay them for their time.
Ooh.
So I take up a lot of donations, and, like, you know, everybody donate all the time. So sometimes I pay out of my pocket, and it's fine because it's like I get it right back. You know, it's just like the good karma coming back to the universe. So I do that. I do poetry slams online. I do an open mic, because my feature show is not an open mic. It's just for the feature. Yes, it's simply focused on the feature. So I do have an open mic that I do with my co-host, Silent Poet.
Yes, shout out to Silent Poet.
Co-host, what up? Silent Poet in the building. So that is Sick with the open mic. And we have a page that we share on Instagram.
Yes.
And we take turns hosting that, because, you know, we're both back working.
Yeah.
And schedules are crazy. So we
that's
have
the one that's
day.
Like, she's fire, he's ice.
Yeah. So we like literally sat down like, okay, what are we gonna call it? Like we really planned it out. Like, we serious about this.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a lot of fun, and it helps you get exposed to a lot of other artists.
Yes.
You know, like, people know me now in New York and Philly and even in London, just from doing these open mics online. So it hasn't been such a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know,
actually, you almost you kind of answered my next question. I was gonna ask, like, how you know, what lengths have you been able to connect with people out here? You saying Europe?
All over the world.
Yeah.
All over the world. I competed in my first international slam.
What?
On Instagram.
Did you win? I hope you won.
I didn't win that one, no. But it was probably the greatest experience I've had.
Really?
You know, like, even though I did not win or place in that slam, I learned a lot. I met a lot of amazing artists.
Yes.
And I've gotten better since then. So, like, listen, still sharpens steel. It's true. So anytime I slam, I take something from it. You know, I'm gonna go back and study and see how I can improve. So,
were you slamming before quarantine or
yeah? And a lot of people don't know, like, see, one thing about me, like, you may look at me on the outside and you may be looking like, oh, she's doing good, she's killing it, she's doing this and that, ooh, ooh. But what you don't know is, like, I've been out here hustling. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a fact.
I done failed more times than I have won. So people don't see that, and it's just like, I just kept going. I just kept going. I kept trying, and I never gave up. So, I was definitely out on the Atlanta scene, slamming all over the place.
Really? Yes, oh my gosh. I don't know how you do it.
Cincinnati, Florida. Yes. So just recently, really this year, when I started winning in place, like I went to Alabama, there was a slam I competed in. I took second place. And then since the pandemic, I've won 3 poetry slams, first place. So yes,
there you go.
I'm here killing shit. Yes.
Do you remember your first slam?
My very first slam, it probably was. It was definitely over a year ago. I remember I was nervous as shit.
Of course.
I think I was the only girl, and I was
Really?
going up against some beasts, like some real vets, and I did really well. It ended up only being a few of us because a couple of us dropped out, but that was a really good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you prepare yourself for slamming?
Just keep practicing. First I gotta decide which poems I'm gonna do. You know, it depends on how many rounds we're gonna go or whatnot. So I gotta pick if it's 3 poems, I'm gonna pick 3 or 4 poems.
Do you pick all fire poems, or do you pick poems that like escalate in quality?
It just depends. Like sometimes I may have in mind between 2 and 3 poems I haven't picked until I get there, or I might have to go off the judges and see how they're scoring other poets. You know what I mean, or go by the crowd. So a lot of times I don't know until I get up there on that mic and I open my damn mouth what I'm about to say. Like, yes.
Oh my gosh, I have a weird question for you though. Because we were talking earlier, I mentioned earlier that I'm a big shoe lover. I love shoes, all kinds of shoes, but I want to know, like, what's your favorite pair of shoes to perform in when you're out there slamming?
Some Nike, some kicks, you know. I'm laid back, you know, but just recently I've gotten more into like dressing up, you know.
Okay.
I've always been a tomboy or whatnot, but like it feels better like when I dress up and I get cute, have on a dress or some heels or something. Like it just seems more professional. And I've recently gotten into hosting, so like whenever I host, I try to make sure I be cute.
Okay.
But I just be comfortable. But if it's like a feature, I'm definitely gonna dress up and you know, put me on a nice something really nice, some heels or something. But if it's just like open mic or something, I'll just be wearing something like this, you know.
All right.
Like,
so a little bit of best of both worlds.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I like that too. I think I dress up a little bit more when I'm hosting rather than when I'm gonna go perform.
Right. Yeah, it's different.
No, I feel you. Well, I know you got some poetry for us.
Of course.
You gonna share it?
Sure, I guess.
Yo, y'all have no idea. She's a slam poet for a reason. We'll be back with an amazing performance from Miss Carter the Poet. Peace.
I've got a passion for poetry. I'm destined for greatness because I gravitate towards positive energy, so I'm just acting accordingly. My mind is fixated on something greater, so the impact will hit more than me. I've got a magical force and a powerful voice in me. The gift of gab, and it's fortunate. See, I passed the fork in the street, and now my path is clearer than anyone ever tried to force me to see. I love myself so much, men I used to give my all to can't even ask for a portion of me. Because now I just sit back and laugh at my poor choices because I value my worth and my peace of mind is important to me. I need someone who's full of life and full of wisdom because what good are you if you don't have it to pour into me? I need someone with ambition who's on a mission because just living is just boring to me. I'm more than just a poet. I know how to do more than just rhyme words. I use this passion to encourage the next woman who still struggles to find hers. And there's something about my delivery that makes folks remember me. Like I ring bells, special delivery. When your soul needs to be fed and you've called on God, now I'm here at your door telling you how he's delivered me. My energy beyond a century. That's because I keep it 100 and I'm a little gangster. See, that's my energy. Haters don't like my vibe. They've got it in for me. But I couldn't care less if it leads me to fame or infamy. I know you see where I'm at on IG when they mention me. But see, this is just the beginning. It's not the end for me. So when people try to treat me like I'm the enemy, I just keep on winning and treat them with civility. Because see, they lack that ability. Try to take my kindness for weakness. And that's what be killing me. But you can take whatever you want. Just please don't take my pen from me. Because if I could never write another poem, then that would be the end for me. Because poetry is life. And this is it for me.
From the brand that redefines the chivalrous style of today's gents comes their exclusive Key to the City collection. I'm super hyped about this collection because no matter where we go with the JRose Experience, no matter what city we're in, I'm gonna be able to rep for New York and people gonna know where I'm from. Hit up Gent and Scholar to rep for your city, including keys to Atlanta, Chicago, DC, Houston, Los Angeles, Miami, New Orleans, Philly, St. Louis, and of course, New York. So head over to gentandscholarcode.com and use the discount code JRose10 for 10% off your purchase of $50 or more. Keep growing. Welcome back to the JRose Experience. I'm your host, JRose. Thanks for sticking around. I have both of my guests here on set, and we are gonna dig into being creative hustlers. Because let me tell you, these ladies right here got some creative ways on how to make money, not only just in general, but during this pandemic that we've been going through. So let's break it down. How have you ladies been able to pay the bills during quarantine?
Well, I found a number of ways to create more streams of income for myself. I started doing like poetry slams and doing features online, like everything strictly virtual. And I started taking up donations, and it literally started with me just saying one day, oh, I'm going to have a contest. Whoever has the best poem, I'm going to give them $15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people literally started hitting me up and started donating. Well, I'm going to add 20 to the pot. I'll add this. And it just went from there. And it took off. So that was something that I took on.
But now you're not only able to pay, like make money yourself, but you're also able to pay other performers.
Yes, that is the most amazing part about it. To be able to provide a platform and people actually still be able to get paid for their work. You know what I mean? Because it's like, just because we're online, it doesn't mean we still shouldn't get paid.
Yeah, you know? Word.
So, I do hair. I braid hair. I did my own hair.
Yeah, you did your own hair?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Now, let me get your number.
There you go, new client.
Kids only. But I babysit. I just started getting out here hustling. Like,
I know you started doing Uber Eats, right?
Yeah, I was doing Uber Eats for a while. That got shut all the way down, but I did go a car accident, so just I was doing that, and then of course I moved all my clients online, so that was, it was smooth though. Like I was surprised at how easy a lot of my clients were just like, okay, and I got a lot of new ones too that were not open to online until this happened, and they're like, oh, now our eyes are open. So
they have no other choice.
Right, they didn't have any other choice.
What's the weirdest thing, or I guess what's the weirdest thing you ever did to make some extra cash? Sell anything strange? Like
no, just putting old furniture and stuff on OfferUp.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I won't say anything weird,
No. I never did the furniture. I tried doing like Poshmark and like where you sell like clothes.
I was about to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do it, girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, what is that?
Poshmark is like you just take your clothes or shoes, even some electronics, and you just post it up on Poshmark and people buy it.
Okay.
Like, I'll wake up in the morning with an email like, you got to ship out this dress. And I'm like, good riddance.
Right.
Yeah. I do a little shopping on there too. But what was like, how, so what are do you have any future goals on anything that you want to try, that may bring you some income, anything like that?
I plan on purchasing like some space so I can have like an event hall where people can put on, different shows. And I mean, it could be for anything, baby showers, birthday parties. There's always something going on throughout the year. So that's one of my goals.
I love that. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. How about you? What do you have down the line?
Oh, Lord. This mind is all over the place. But, I do a lot of artist development and, a lot of connecting the dots for the artists I work with. So, just been really putting my team together trying to really put mostly a women's team together.
Yes, ladies, girls rock.
Dope.
Female engineers, female stylists, female everything. And so, like, you know, with one of the artists that we're working with now, her stuff is almost done, and her mother appreciated that we had, you know, female engineers, female everything.
Nice.
Like, so she felt good about that. So we're like, let's keep that going. And just some courses that I'm putting together. You know, that will be online. Some mentorship stuff, because I mentor a lot of artists too. So just, you know, pieces and stuff. Because me, I could end up, I'll be like, I'm gonna do all this at once.
Yeah,
right.
Do you feel like Atlanta is like full of hustlers? Is it like New York? Because I feel like New York, everybody's got a hustle. Everybody's got a side hustle. Everybody's making money from different ways. Is Atlanta similar to that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I come to New York, I'll run circles, but it doesn't seem like that anymore. Like, I see a lot of like grinders out here.
Mm-hmm. When I first moved here, I was like, does anybody have a job? Because it was just like people was going grocery shopping and stuff in the middle of the day. I'm like, don't nobody got a 9 to 5 here. They're like, no, everybody here, they entrepreneurs out here. They're hustlers out here.
Really?
So, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I love that.
And doing well. You know.
Yeah, it's just that there's so many things that you can do to make money. You know what I mean? And everybody can do it. Just because someone else is doing it, that don't mean, oh, I'm not going to do it because I don't want her to feel like it's a competition. But like the t-shirt business, I make shirts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people have gone into the t-shirt business.
Yeah, a lot of people have merch.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can do hair. You can make plates. You know what I mean? So you just got to have that hustler's mindset. You know, like, what can I do to make some money today?
Where did your hustler mindset come from? Have you always been like that?
Yes, since I was a kid. Like, I was one of them kids who had hundreds of dollars in my sock. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my grandma would find it like, where you get this from? I've been saving it. You know, like, you would get money for doing chores or for getting good grades. Certain people in the family would give you money, birthdays. So
and you stashed it.
Save my money, yes.
So not only are you a hustler, but you know how to manage your money.
Yes, ma'am. I was better when I was a kid with managing money.
Of course.
Now, I don't know what
well, you didn't have no bills back then.
But yes, definitely.
Nice.
Oh yeah, my mother.
Yeah.
You know, I just watched her like build herself up, you know, and it's just like I cannot do that.
Right.
And then like just learning the history of my family. Like my great grandmother was a hustler. She bought her own land back in the 20s.
What?
So it's like this is my blood.
Yeah,
I can't not hustle. Like I can't not be a boss.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Standard. You gotta need it.
Does that make it difficult to like date because you know you're such a grinder, you're such a hustler? Like, is it difficult to find a partner that like understands your grind?
Wow. It's just hard to say because, you know, it's what you're looking for. It's what type of energy you're putting off to the type of person that you're going to attract. So if you get into that mindset, okay, well, I want somebody who has to, you know, they got to have A, B, and C at least. But, you know, we don't always think that way when it comes to dating. So
I just have trouble with people understanding like my grind. You know, like
schedule.
Yeah, like people be like, you can't be that busy, and I'm like, yes, I am that fucking busy.
Right.
You wait for that text reply, okay?
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's not the easiest, but I think it's not for the fainted heart, you know what I mean? Or someone, they just have to understand, just as they would want their woman to understand, you know, their purpose and this, and that's where, like, that helpmate comes in. It just means, like, you know, they have to complement. So it's like, that's the main thing. And sometimes that takes a while to find quality. Yeah, and I'm cool to wait for the quality, you know, that can handle all the greatness that comes with me, just like I'm ready to handle the greatness that comes with them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I hear that. Y'all want to play a game? Have some
Hey.
fun?
Sure.
Yes. All right, it's time for Off the Top. It's our random game where we pick a game from the cards and we play. We could either end up creating something together or just playing like a card game. It's all different types of stuff that we have. Where are my cards? My cards. All right. So we're going to pick Look at my beautiful card.
Cute.
JRose, printing and
Those are
laminating, you know.
Right.
All right, you get to do the honors, Miss Carter. Oh, sorry. All right.
Do I look or not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What you got?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Show them.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I actually really like that game. Season 1, we had a great time playing this game. Let me grab my cards. I'll be right back. We'll be right back with our off the top game. From the artist that brought you the debut solo album Gemini comes a new EP. Jay Bada presents his sophomore solo project titled Indian Summer, The Prologue. Written and produced during one of the most unique and impactful years of our existence, 2020. Check out this EP full of good intentions, positive lyrics, and a unique flow. Listen from your favorite streaming platform today. For more music from Jay Bada, follow him on IG at JBadaMusic. Welcome back. We are here, ready to play our game. All right, ladies. You guys are going to pick 5 cards each. Pick from wherever you want in the deck. Just pick 5 cards. Yes, you can look at them. These are your memes. All right. So those are your memes. All right. I love when people look at their memes and they already start laughing. All right. And I'm going to pick some scenarios here. Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. When your crush texts you cute things like, who's this and how'd you get this number? Just like I'm out.
Please. Don't even worry about it. Wrong number.
Who's this? How'd you get your number? All right. When you start telling your parents a story and then remember what happened was illegal. I've definitely been there. It was lit, fam.
Oh, God. No.
That's my mom looking at me like, wait, you did what? All right. When you sneeze and nobody says, I bless you. That's definitely me. I'll be tight. You better say bless you, damn it.
Right.
All right. When you're hungry and your mom says, why don't you have some fruit?
Sure.
I'd have the other me, but I'd be like,
I don't even know what this is.
Oh my God. All right. Okay, this is the last one, right?
Oh, snap.
I'm losing count here.
Yeah, this is.
I like this one. When you get to work on Monday morning and your boss is still alive. You still mad? That was great.
That was a joke. I was just playing. No, did you ain't see that?
Yes, she's not really mad. You keep her employed.
I need my job.
That was great. I have one last question for you guys. Thanks so much for playing. I always love playing this game. My last question for you guys is, I have a very strong belief that creative people are out of this world. We're like mutants. We encompass superpowers that other people just do not have, right? So I want to know, what is your superpower?
My superpower is the ability to keep going and trials and tribulations to just, you know, push through it, and no one would know. Like today, I had the worst day ever, and no one will ever know because I'm just, you know, I don't dwell on things. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. So I would say
that's a great superpower. What's yours?
I would say just using my creativity through life, you know, because like she said, going through trials and tribulations, but also finding that you have to, sometimes you just have to think out the box. You got to get creative to maneuver through all of these things. And so I would say that's my superpower. I'm very good at pivoting. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Those are some great superpowers. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm so glad. I had so much fun with you guys.
Yes, that was fun.
Please tell the audience where they can find you.
I am Miss Carter the Poet. You guys can follow me on all social media at Miss Carter the Poet. Now listen, everybody wants to put MRS. My husband ain't found me yet, okay? It's MSCARTER the Poet. Spelled the correct way, not the ghetto way. THEPOET.
There we go. I love it. And where can they find you?
All right, y'all. I'm Amadi Jae, and y'all can find me on all social media platforms as Amadi Jae, AMADIJAE, and then AmadiJaemusic.com.
Hey, make sure you guys follow these amazing creatives. They're doing phenomenal things. And of course, follow us on the gram at JRose Experience.
Period.
Tune in, period. Tune into all of our episodes on the Rose Garden Events Facebook and YouTube channel. And I'm your host. You can follow me at My Crumble Thoughts. I'm JRose. Peace out, guys. Keep growing.
Peace.
I see you admiring the Boricua jeans in my jeans. That's right. These curves are cultivated by rice and beans. Your eyes devour me as if they haven't feasted in weeks, but you're too blind to see that there's true gems in me. There's true gems in me. Do you hear me? There's true gems in me. My womb controlled by the moon like the waves of the seas. My strength fed by the labor fruits of Mother Earth. And my path beaten, yet resilient. Enduring more pain and suffering than any man can stand. The threshold's pretty high for what it's worth. But no, I'm no bad bitch. You see, bad bitches chew holes in your clothes and they bury your keys in the ground. I pierce your mind with spears of knowledge and I bury the notion that my body's your playground. Bad bitches play fetch. They won't even bring back the stick. I ain't got time for your games of that bullshit you spit. But you don't hear me though. You too busy breaking your neck to catch a glimpse of the switch in my hips. So in no way, shape, or form am I a household pet. Get it straight, my dude. I'm no bad bitch. You see me, I'm a muse of my own creations. And I use the language of art to express who I am. But you seem to be lost in translation. I'm a soldier of my own revolution. And my battle cries will never fall upon your deaf ears. So here, revel in this rebel solution. So for the last time, this queen from Queens is no bad bitch. You see, bad bitches stay chained up to anything that'll hold them down. Meanwhile, I stride with my head held high, rocking wisdom on my crown. Majestic gems affixed to my thoughts. I'm dropping jewels of guidance. Paradox of virtue. Through my pupils, they shine. And all you gotta do is take a look in my eyes and see that being a bad bitch is a false reality. My queens, you are the royal bearers of our future. You're the fire that simmers in the eyes of truth. Please understand that the last thing you want to be called is a bad bitch. Because bad bitches sleep outside and get beat with rolled up New York Times for shitting inside. You feel me? Thank you.
Last looks.
I told him, like, make a whole collage, a montage of all my last look pieces.
1, action.
Yeah, so is this timed?
No, it's not
Oh,
time.
okay. I was like, whew, the pressure. Okay.
No, it's
Got
not
it.
time, but you guys,
To a certain extent.
you have
Yeah,
10 questions.
You can't be here till tomorrow. Like,
I know this one.
Tip of my tongue. So you'll like you can ask a question, then you ask a question. Altogether, there's 10 questions you gotta guess, and we're gonna do 3 people
Okay.
or 3.
Is it a woman?
Wait.
Oh, shit.
She's ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
Can you see my earrings?
Cut.
Thank you. Let me grab the book. Yeah, he
Oh
really does.
my god.
He really does.
And he's always like, and it's always like, oh, I spent 7 hours in a meeting talking about millions of dollars. I'm like, shut the f up.
All right. And 3, 2,
Just flow.
1.
He was cracking up at the back.
Hey, bro, hey man, that's good work on that last.
Yeah, y'all good. Y'all
That
good.
was good.
Just putting pressure on
One
him.
of us.
Nice.
Yeah.
He giving no bars out.
Hey man, we work, man. We
Yeah,
work.
it's true.
So that's what we do with my man B Rock and Fitzgerald, man. Those
B
two
Rock,
That's
my
a song
I'm
guy.
proud
Pulled
of,
up on
man.
the truck. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm proud of them dudes, man. They killing it.
Working
out
hard.
here.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he going in. So he's doing what he's supposed to do, man.
Yes, he is.
So we do accountability around my way.
I like
Keep
that.
them on their toes, like
Hey,
we
man,
not
listen.
slipping.
I heard that you are big on accountability.
Man, listen.
Just so you know,
Got
they
to.
talking about you.
Got
on
to.
set.
I got to, because I'm hard on myself, and I want them to be able to hold my feet to the flame.
Yeah.
And you said,
Listen,
well, so we say it and do.
Fitzgerald
You say
said
it
that
and
when
do.
he met you, that you told him, hey, you know, you're doing great. Like, here's my information. Reach out to me. You know, if you have any questions, I can help you out. And then he didn't reach out to you because he was like, you know, people do that all the time, you know.
Yeah,
And then he said
sit
that
around.
when he saw you again, you was like, you didn't reach out to me. And I was like, oh shit, he's holding you accountable.
Yeah, because he said that he wanted it.
Yeah, well, that's what he said, that when you did that the second time around, that you showed that you're like, hello, I'm waiting for you to reach out. Like, for
Right.
him, that was like the pivotal moment where he was just like, oh, he's serious about this, and he really could be somebody that can like guide me. And that's when he was like, okay, could be like a mentor for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
that was really
I'm
dope.
proud of him. He's, ever since we've gotten together, he stated his intentions on wanting to be in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah,
He's
he
now
got married.
Yeah. He's now married.
Wow.
Good for him.
He wanted to put together events, so we worked together with that, and he's had multiple successful events, and so I'm proud of them guys. Him and B Rock, man, they doing their
Oh,
thing.
B Rock is a whole nother freaking.
That dude is an animal.
He really is. I was trying to get him on the show, but he wasn't gonna be available. I was like,
Yeah.
But he sent me to a few people. So I can't remember who sent me to you.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Him.
B Rock.
Yeah. B Rock reached out to me and was like, hey man, you need to get with JRose. She let you come out here. Said, just tell me what
He
she
saw
need.
me on I was on Mother the Creator's IG Live.
Yeah.
And he saw me on there, and he was like, "Yo, I want to be on your show," because I was like, "Yo, if you're gonna be in ATL, hit me up. I'm looking for poets to book for the show." And he hit me up right away. He was like, "Yo, I want to be on the show. Let's do this."